Today we're going to look at systems of inequality word problems. First thing we need to know is always find the unknowns and figure out what x and y represent. And we are going to have to stick with x and y with these because the way you solve a system is by graphing them. So discover your unknowns and pick which one you want to be x and which one you want to be y. Then you go back and reread the problem and identify the important parts of the problem by highlighting, circling, or underlining within the problem. And then, of course, once you've got everything that you think you need, you start to write your inequality for each part. So we're going to look at this first example and try to highlight some things here. You can work a total of no more than 41 hours each week at your two jobs. House cleaning pays $5 per hour, and your sales job pays $8 per hour. You need to earn at least $254 each week to pay your bills. Write a system of inequalities that shows the various numbers of hours you can work at each job. Now, looking at this problem, we can tell that the number of hours you work at each job is the unknowns. And since there's the two different jobs, we'll just say X will be the house cleaning job, and let's see, what was the other one? Sales job will be Y. My handwriting's going to be horrible on this because I'm on my iPad. Sales. Okay. And it helps to write out that kind of identification. X is the house cleaning job, Y is the sales job, because then at least with that you know, okay, X, anywhere I see house cleaning, I need to know if that goes with X. And so we're actually going to start back up on that first sentence where it says you can work a total of no more than 41 hours. Well, that's a total. Total means add. So we're going to add our X and our Y together. And we know 41 is going to be on this other side here. But the question is, does X plus Y, is that greater than or equal to 41? Is that less than or equal to 41? That's the real question. And since you can work a total of no more than 41, then it must be less than 41. And it could equal 41 as well. So we got our first equation done, then we look at the money. Money usually ties together to make its own equation. So I see $5 per hour is tied to house cleaning, so that means I'm going to have a 5x. And I see $8 per hour is tied to the sales job, so I'm going to have 8y. And of course the money is $254 total. So now, do we need to, is it greater than or equal to, less than or equal to? That's the question. You need to earn at least 254. So do you need to earn less than 254 or more than 254? Well, at least means you need more than, and it could be exactly equal to, so greater than or equal to. And we won't be graphing these today. We're just going to focus on writing the equations in this lesson. Okay, moving on to the next one. I'm going to skip actually. I want to do this one. Alright, so same process here. Let's go through and underline the important parts, identify the unknowns, and do the same thing we just did. Mary babysits for $4 per hour. She also works as a tutor for $7 per hour. She's only allowed to work 13 hours per week, and she wants to make at least $65. So same process here. Let's say that we have, of course, we're going to have X and Y, but what are they? It seems to be the hours of work that she puts in for babysitting and for tutoring. So we'll just say X will be for babysitting, and we'll say Y will be for tutoring. Okay. Once again, I can see all the money being used. let's put that together in one inequality. So we've got babysitting for $4 per an hour. We said that babysitting was X, so that's 4X. And then we see tutoring for $7 per hour. We said tutoring was Y, so that would be 7Y. And then the total amount of money needs to be at least 65. Well, like last time, at least means we need more than 65, or maybe exactly equal to 65. So that would be greater than or equal to 65. And then the only other number that we didn't touch, that we underlined, was this $13 per week. 13 hours per week, I mean. And so that's a total number of hours. Total means to add, so if I add my X plus my Y, that needs to be, I'm only allowed to work 13 hours per week. So sometimes you have to actually think about, well, does that, again, I'm allowed to work 13 hours per week, so can I work more than that, or could I work less than that? Well, if you're only allowed 13, certainly you could go lower, but you shouldn't go higher. So if we can be less than 13, or equal to 13 hours per week. And there you have it. Rewatch any part of this that you need to and complete the WSQ, and I'll see you in class tomorrow.